of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 29, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. William Golston in on the stop. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's to the man who was once signed by the Raiders, Antonio Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now Murray off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be checked down to Drake. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Jones. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Play fake. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Come on.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Come on.
Defense all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell down to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Green.
From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Check right 34. Right 34. Here we go. 34. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Hey, let's get in them holes. 34.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Watch the cover.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a carry heading left. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching